For me, part of Christmas comes from Meals on Wheels, and part of it comes from an envelope. There we go. Christmas is here. I'm walking a bit slower these days, so I took some photos of a few nearby Christmas displays. For a little while this fall, my health was a challenge, but now everything is under control. In the summer of 2023, it seemed like every month had a few weeks of forest fire smoke. The smoke came mainly from northern Alberta, Edson, and BC. It helped create some impressive sunsets. Some days, everything became reddish. This year was the smokiest year on record. Then we had some dull gray days. Our sunsets are going to become more and more spectacular. About 8 years ago at our library class, Trump and fanaticism quickly became popular topics. Last March, Trump, an ex-president, was actually indicted. He now faces 4 criminal indictments, a total of 91 criminal charges. Yet he's found ways to maintain his popularity. If our class was still meeting, we would have loved this topic. Before going to the Stampede, I couldn't find a cowboy hat, so I had to take my Dollarama sun hat. All the hats being sold on the grounds were extremely expensive. So really, how bad was my hat? I took a selfie. I was photobombed. It looks like the peanut gallery loved it. We made plans for a brown picnic, then picked a room in this community center. But interest was low, so we then aimed for an informal drop-in. These 3 picnic tables appeared ideal. As it turned out, we had to use the picnic table next to the drop-off point, so we added inflatables and limos to our humble picnic. It became an extravaganza. These photographs show how the Brown children grew and matured over the decades. It had been 35 years since our last picnic, so this year, in 2023, it once again became a reality, with 16 people showing up.
And all the pictures were deleted.
No. Okay, it's on video. It says it's running.
Oh, okay. And now we're all quiet.
This is a project from last year's Christmas video that explains how I ran my life. You can watch it by clicking on the link at the end of this video. While working on it, I found some pleasant surprises. These are images from a film created 50 years ago by our Cupback. The Gong Show TV program was extremely popular, so our Cubs were inspired to do great things. They also created story films. Our adults were not involved, so had no real influence. So the films made by the boys reflect what was in their mind. They were the TV generation. Another discovery was that Mum had a good sense of style and a creative side that most of us didn't appreciate. After retiring, she had portraits created. For her, these are proper portraits, the proper way to record life. This is what life should look like. She didn't want life to look like this. On this day, it is almost funny how she ran into a lot of bad luck. Wayne and myself ruined this important family portrait. Wayne was crying, distracting Dennis and Edward, and I'm looking for my stick. No doubt, Mum was deeply embarrassed. I looked poorly dressed, badly behaved, and defiant. This looks like a competent mother in control of a properly dressed and properly behaved boy. About 10 years after Mum and Dad's 50th anniversary, Doreen made false accusations about me, assuming I was living a wild and reckless life. But she had no facts, not even an indicator. Here I looked tired because I was tired. As an introvert with learning problems, my career was a struggle. I wasn't out getting into trouble. I took life seriously, so was working to cope and fix things. But my siblings seemed united. Sadly, Dad was caught in the middle. This photo is just one of many things that prove that I didn't respond to life the same as others. My problems were deep and complex. I couldn't simply shrug them off. I took a trip to Drumheller in the fall. It was a nice, warm, sunny October 8th. The hoodoos were a hot spot. Lots of people try climbing, so on a nice day this looks like an anthill. When near the top, climbers find out what the term dizzying heights means. From this angle we can appreciate that it really is steep. The steel stairs, walkway and hoodoos will last a long time, but the actual hill will keep eroding due to heavy foot traffic. This is December 20th, 5 days till Christmas. So a lot of people are out in the mall shopping for Christmas. Not surprising that they come up with a selfie island. Winter Wonderland. Nothing but to see but lights. Lights everywhere. Lights and more lights.